Today we're going to talk all things Omaha Streetcar. There has been few things in Omaha that has stirred as much controversy as the streetcar. People tend to feel very strongly about it. They either love it or they hate it. And across the board, everybody agrees that the construction has become a bit of a nightmare, and we're already 2 years behind schedule. My name is Morgan Putnam. I am a local realtor. Let's get into it. Thank you so much for stopping by the Omaha Insider YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and you can also download my free Omaha neighborhood guide on my website, heymorganputnam.com. It'll help you figure out what the best Omaha neighborhood is for you. So why are people so mad about the Omaha Streetcar? The first reason is that some people feel like it is just completely unnecessary. So it's being funded through TIF funding, tax dollars that are going to come someday from the developments down the road that come because of the streetcar. And so people feel like it's just unnecessary. It's causing a lot of disturbances for really not a huge reason. People aren't necessarily loving the route that it's on right now when it's just going from midtown to downtown. They don't feel like that is necessarily a huge thoroughfare that needs a streetcar, that justifies a streetcar. And then famously, Omaha famously, Warren Buffett said he would much rather see a huge push in infrastructure for a bus system, so that way, if anything ever needs changed, if that route is no longer serving the community, it can be easily changed. Where a streetcar, obviously they're putting rails into the ground, and it's a permanent change to the city. It's not something that can be easily modified like a bus route. That is where some of the initial outrage around the streetcar came from. It's just, do we need this as a city of Omaha, this size of city? A lot of folks have said that we're modeling it after the Kansas City streetcar, which has seen a decent amount of success. And so we'll see if it serves Omaha in the same way. That is assuming that it will be completed at some point. So those are some of the reasons why people are for the streetcar and against the streetcar. And this is all before construction actually began, because now that we are at the construction stage, everybody universally agrees that it has been a bit of a disappointment of how the construction has been handled. And the project is already 2 years behind schedule, and people are upset about how the construction has been managed. Huge swaths of streets have been closed when they're not actually actively completing construction on that street. And this is having a major impact on local businesses. And these local businesses are a lot of the reason of why the streetcar was even needed, because people were visiting those local businesses, and it has been detrimental to a lot of these local small businesses. Some of them have already closed, and some of them have relocated to a better location that isn't along the streetcar route. When the streetcar was getting approval, there was never any funds set aside to help these small businesses that really, make Omaha a fun place to live, a great place to live. And there really should have been funds set aside to keep those businesses afloat, knowing that this was going to have a major impact on their ability to generate revenue, because so much parking has been blocked during the streetcar construction. And it's just been, some streets have been completely closed, and some are almost not usable because the construction is taking up so much of the road. As people watch the streetcar construction happen, people have been upset seeing how it seems just poorly managed. Maybe there is some infrastructure work on the utilities underneath the road, so they rip up the concrete, do that work, and then pour new concrete, and then a week or so later the concrete is ripped up, that new concrete, because now they're going to lay the rails for the streetcar, or things like that. Like, it just feels like things are not being well managed to make sure that every step of the way is utilized the best way possible, and not wasting time and resources by having to rip up concrete a few different times. Another point of frustration has been the communication from the city in regards to the streetcar. As businesses have been impacted, they've reached out to the city, and the city has given mixed messages and has been combative and angry. This is, of course, coming from small business owners who are impacted by the streetcar. So those are some of the day-to-day issues with the construction of the streetcar, which is why people are really upset about it. And I think big picture, again, we just have this mixed idea of, will this be worth it for Omaha? I am a huge fan of public transit, but I don't know if this is really, do we need that location from midtown to downtown? It will be interesting to see if people use it and if the businesses along the route really thrive by having more foot traffic. We wait in anticipation to see when this construction will be done and the impact it will have on the city. Hopefully, ultimately, it will be a good decision for the city. Obviously, in the meantime, we need our small businesses to be taken care of because that is what makes Omaha a vibrant, awesome place to live. If you have any thoughts on the Omaha Streetcar, I would love to hear them. Please drop them in the comments. My name is Morgan Putnam, and I am a local realtor. And my phone number is 402-720-9886. And my email is morgan@heymorganputnam.com.